Are we now starting to see bidding wars in new construction as well? Some of the builders are changing their offers format to take advantage of this very strong seller's market. I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Hi, Jessica Genung here with Active Realty. You may have already heard that one of our larger local builders, Pulte Homes, has changed their offers waitlist format. Instead of getting on the waitlist and waiting until it's your turn to buy a home, you can now jump the list with a higher bid. Let's start by going over how it used to work to buy a Pulte home and how it still works with most of the other builders for the time being. Every builder has a little bit different of a process for the offers, so this is what typically happens, but it can definitely vary. Normally, you go out and you tour different communities and models, and when you find one that you like, you get on the wait list. To get on the wait list, you typically give the sales rep your contact information, and the builder is normally going to require you to pre-approve with their in-house lender. You are not required to ultimately use the builder's lender, but they do want to cross-qualify you before taking the home off the market and putting it into escrow to ensure that you're qualified to purchase the home. Most of the builders in our area, although not all, have wait lists. There are some that have standing inventory, but currently you are likely to start on a wait list. Builders, they typically do a phase release every about 2 to 4 weeks, and they normally release around 6 to 8 homes, and it often happens on a Saturday morning. An email is sent out the week before the phase release detailing which lots will be released. You can then review this information, you can visit the lots. Sometimes I take videos of the lots for my clients that don't want to drive out or can't drive out, like because they're stationed abroad or they live far away. Then you want to decide which lots are going to be acceptable to you. I recommend having a top choice and like a second or a third choice in case somebody that is above you on the wait list gets your number one choice. It's great if you have multiple options that you like in this instance. Sometimes you had to be at the phase release in person in the office, but this is less common now since COVID-19. Sometimes they give you a conference call number that you dial in for. This is my favorite format. Or sometimes the sales reps just start at the top of the wait list and they work to the bottom and call everybody. This last method takes the longest, sometimes days, for them to get in touch with those that are on the wait list and find out if they're still interested in purchasing. But with any of these traditional wait list methods, when it's your turn to purchase and you like the available lots and the prices, you're able to secure a home, and it's pretty fair. The price was listed, it's normally listed in the phase release materials ahead of time, so you have that info. But seeing what's been happening in the resale market with hot properties where sellers are easily getting $40,000 to $50,000 above the list price and buyers are waiving appraisal contingencies, some of the builders have made the business decision to try to give this format a try as well. So Pulte Homes is the first in our area to do so, and I've heard that others are considering it as well. So I'm going to go over the pros and the cons of this format, and I'm going to give you my personal opinion of the situation. But real quick, if you could do me a quick favor and hit that like button down below, that really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, and then I can continue to make more videos like this telling you everything you need to know about moving to our area. Also, if you are considering buying new construction, my number one tip is do not forget to bring your agent with you the very first time you visit a new construction community. It is always a great idea to have independent representation looking out for your best interest, and especially in this rapidly changing and challenging market environment, it's more important than ever. I need to make a video about this topic, but most real estate agents do not actually sell very much new construction regularly. If this is the case, they are not going to be able to help you out near as much as an agent that regularly sells new construction. Regularly is the key word here. You need an agent with intimate knowledge of the available new construction inventory, which builders have standing inventory, how long the community's wait lists are, which communities are almost complete, and any info on upcoming communities that are opening soon or that are already doing pre-selling, which is very common currently. Many communities are selling 1 to 3 phases before the models are even completed and open. You don't want to waste your time viewing communities that have a super long wait list or are almost sold out and you have no chance of getting a home there. Your agent needs to be familiar with the different models so that they can match what you're searching for with what the available options are. The builder models are highly upgraded, and your agent should be able to tell you what is included in the standard price and what is an upgrade. They should also be able to give you a ballpark amount on how much of the options are that you might be considering putting in your home, or at a minimum, help you find the answers to these questions. Back to our topic at hand, the pros and cons of the new bidding offer format. Let's start with the pros because it's not all bad. You can potentially jump the wait list ahead of all the other people and get a home much sooner than waiting for them to get to your name on the wait list. If you're new to the wait list, obviously you would go to the bottom, but with this new offers format, you have a chance of jumping to the top and getting a home in the next phase release, especially if you are willing and able to bid over the asking price. You could secure the home. There is going to be a minimum price set for the home. So if there's no other offers, you're not going to be negotiating down the price in this current time, unfortunately. The way the bidding works is that everyone on the wait list is sent an email with a link to submit the offer. You fill out your offer price and other details that can help strengthen your offer. Do you plan to use the builder's affiliated lender? What structural options do you plan adding to the home? How much do you plan on spending at the design center? You want to include any of these details that are going to help you win the home. The email offers, they go directly to corporate, who is then going to review them and select a winner within a day or so. I'm told that the on-site sales staff does not see the offers or have any information about how many people have bid until the process is complete. So it truly is blind bidding. From what I hear, and this process is only about 2 or 3 weeks old currently, that the bids are going anywhere from a few $1,000s over the minimum price to as high as $30,000 over, and I heard about one that was $60,000 over recently. On a side note, there are some scenarios where this process could potentially save you money. If you are interested in a community that has a really long wait list and they switch to the offers format, maybe you aren't going to get a home for 3 or 4 or 5 more phases. I've heard of some popular models in our area that have 100 or more people on the wait list. So with this bidding process, if you're able to go up and over and say you have to go over 20 or 30,000 to get this home, that probably will still ultimately save you money if the market keeps going like the market is going. Right now, phases are going up on average, and this varies widely, but on average, I would say about 10,000 a phase or 10,000 a month in the new construction properties. I saw one recently. I was looking at the current phase release and I thought, oh man, these prices, they seem like that they've gone up a lot more than usual. And I compared it to the previous phase release for the same plan, and it had actually gone up 36,000. I'm not going to say the name of the builder in this video, but I was like, wow, the lot, it was a little bit bigger than normal. It wasn't spectacularly big, but yeah, they had a huge premium from the previous phase release to the most recent one. So back to that scenario where it could actually save you money, you spend 20 or 30,000 more on the phase release today, whereas if you were not going to be getting a home because you're way down on the wait list till phase 5 or 6 and it would have cost you 50 or 60,000 more, you might ultimately save money by going up and over. That is if our market stays exactly like it is and going up at the pace that it goes, and we know that that is not going to happen forever. Real estate is very cyclical, so it comes and goes. My personal opinion, and I'm going to be making a video about this very soon, I do think that we are going to be getting an increase in inventory. I don't know when exactly, but there are a lot of forces in play with the forbearance and the eviction moratoriums, and we're coming up upon the spring selling season. All these reasons that I think, COVID being over, that we might start to see some more inventory, which I think might balance the market, which will be a welcome relief to a lot of my buyer clients. So I have a video coming about that. That is total crystal ball prediction. I don't know when. It largely depends on things out of my control, like what the government does, but that video is coming soon. So now let's go over the cons. I'm sure that many buyers that were very patiently waiting on the wait list for their turn were not happy to see this change. Now, if they want the home that they've been waiting for, they are going to have to pay even more. The next con is if you have to pay more for your home, how is that going to impact the budget that you wanted to spend at the design center and for the structural options? Are you still going to be able to design and build the dream home that you were hoping for? The last con is how are the builders going to handle potential low appraisals now that buyers are going to be bidding up and over the asking price? This year, I haven't had an issue with low appraisals on new construction like we have had on resales, but I do anticipate that this is going to change for the builders that are doing this offers format. Maybe you could afford to bid up $20,000 more than the asking price and you could handle that increase in your monthly mortgage payment. But when the low appraisal comes in, can you afford to come up with the additional $20,000 in cash out of pocket? Some buyers will not be able to do this, which means that we are going to have to renegotiate those contracts. If the buyer can't make up the difference in cash, then we have to try to renegotiate the price and ask the builder to lower it or work out a compromise and meet in the middle. Neither of these options are guaranteed, and I think that they might result in a higher cancellation rate for the builders. Are you going to be able to get your deposit back if you cannot come to an agreement after a low appraisal with the builder? I don't know the answer to that question. Time will tell. I have had a couple clients that were on the wait list that were turned off by this offer format, and they decided to go a different direction. A lot of our clients are attracted to new construction so that they can avoid the bidding wars of the resale market. I will keep you posted if I learn about any other builders that are going to be changing to this offers format. I've heard some other builders have been testing it in different markets, so if that goes well, we may very well see that here. Let me know down below in the comments, do you love it? Do you hate it? I definitely don't love it. I don't know if I hate it, but I'm curious to know what you think. So please let me know, and I will see you on my video next week. Thanks. Bye.